everybody, I'm going to show you how I train the trick, jump through the arms. Now Wish here is 13 months old, so we've just started working on jumping tricks, and I wanted to show you what we've been working on. So this trick, jumping through the hoop, we've been working on for about a week, and so I can go through all the steps on how to train it here with Wish. Now with a dog that can get really excited about toys, I suggest working first on behaviors that can have a lot of enthusiasm, with food first, then get precision, and once you've got precision, then move on to using toys. So the first step is simply tossing the treat and seeing that your dog can find it on the surface that you're using. So she's really good at that. Earlier I was using cheese because it shows up easily on this carpet. Great. So once your dog's doing that, you need a barrier. So I suggest training jumping tricks outside on the grass where there's more of a cushion for the landing. So usually I'm working outside and I'll use a chair at first to train the barrier or fencing. So you need a wall, a chair, a tree, or some fence that you can use as a barrier, and you're simply going to toss the treat over your arm. Now, for some dogs, you might need to put your arm way down on the ground, like if you have a little Chihuahua. Also, be careful if your dog is used to jumping on chairs. I would suggest use a wall if your dog is used to jumping on top of platforms and things like that. So use a wall first so that you don't have a dog jumping on or at the chair. Okay, so when the dog is confident at going over your arm like this, I would lift the arm up just a little bit and see if you can get a nice little jump over that arm. Now that the dog is reliably jumping over your arm, you can add your marker where you're saying, good, that's exactly what I want. So if you want to use a clicker, you can hold it in the hand that is the beginning of your hoop. But if you don't have a very soft sounding clicker, or your dog isn't used to this, they can be quite alarmed that the click is happening right in their ear. So you can just use a marker word like yes. When your dog is reliably jumping over your arm, you can start to vary how high it is. So you can make it a little higher, a little bit lower, and get your dog used to it being something taller to jump over. Now you want to make sure you're tossing your treat far enough, because as you saw earlier, I tossed it too short and Wish had to do a handstand in order to get the treat. You want to get that muscle memory of taking a nice jump over your arm in anticipation of the treat being further away. You also want to start your dog jumping at a distance rather than right up next to your arm, because then they're going to do, it's going to be harder for the dog to jump over your arm at first. When your dog is reliably jumping over your arm, you can start to fade your treat tossing gesture. So what I like to do is pretend to toss a treat, say yes as the dog jumps, and then give a treat so that your hand signal becomes the signal to jump at first. Are you ready? Wishy, go get it. Good job. So this gesture, yes, without actually, yes, tossing the treat. So your dog might cotton on to the fact that you're pretending to toss a treat, so you can always go back and toss a treat. Yes! Yes! Good job! Awesome! The final step is to create a hoop with your arms and have your dog jump through them. Now, I suggest making a hoop like this rather than making a hoop like this. I find that this is more uncomfortable and you're blocking your face from whatever audience you have. So you do a hoop like that and you keep your face out of the way as the dog jumps through. Because if you look through the hoop, you might get a broken nose if your dog is big enough. If you have a larger dog, you could use a hula hoop, or if you have something else to hold on to, like a cane or a frisbee, you can make your hoop larger by holding on to something. Get the dog to jump through. Are you ready? Ready? Go get it. So actually I have two cues. Hop means jump over the arm, and jump through means jump through. Good. Here you can see I'm working on the behavior outside with Wish, and I'm increasing the height that she jumps. When your dog isn't just stepping over your arm, it's important to warm your dog up before training as well as cool your dog down afterwards. If you're unsure about your dog's well-being, check with a physical therapist first before working on jumping tricks. This footage is taken a week after I filmed the tutorial inside my house, and as you can see, now that I'm using the toy, I can build enthusiasm for this jumping trick. Here are a couple of variations of jumping tricks. Check the written description below for links to my videos on how to train some of these variations. Good. Keep jump there. Good.
Good. Good.